Niggas got hella kids. Matic, how many kids you done? Or you gonna have more kids?
Yeah, I think people should be asking you that question more so than me. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly,
Once you have
I'm
multiple, I don't think the question should be asked for someone that has more than one. I think that question would be asked for people that only have one, you know?
Charles.
I
I've
feel
already
like,
done it. I've already done it. Yeah, I've already done it again. I feel like
but if
people
you've
that
done it, you
haven't,
can do it again. That's
but
the
Wait,
why
thing.
so
would my
if you
question to
get married, would you
people,
do it again?
my question is, why would I
Can
do it
I
again?
have the
Huh?
Back it
Why
up.
would you? Because you wanna procreate. In the Bible it says procreate.
I thought it
Which
said be
Bible?
fruitful and multiply.
There we go. That what does that mean? Does that mean procreate or
How many times do we have to multiply? What did it
that's a
say about
that's a
that?
good point. That's a salient point.
One
You have
times one
you
is
have
what?
One.
So I've exceeded the multiplication, if that's what we're talking about.
You
uh
definitely went up on the times table.
now I would definitely have more kids for sure.
I advice to advice to anyone out here that has a kid and you're thinking about multiply. Just get it out the
Hmm.
way. Don't prolong it unless that's your bag. Unless you like kids, you know what I'm saying? I love kids. I love my kids. Let me say that. Unless you like small children, get it out the way, man. Fun about having to hold a kid 24/7, 365. You gotta, change your sleep patterns and,
You know what's crazy
you know,
though?
it's nothing
Women
fun
really
about
be
that.
women really be liking that. Like they
I
really
think
be.
that for them, I'm talking to the men that might be watching this. Maybe I don't want to be sexist or all that, whatever isms that we want to
You-
talk about.
Brother,
Go
you're
ahead. Sorry.
speaking from experience. You're speaking from experience.
Very much so speaking from experience, but there could be guys out there that like, that situation where it's just like, you know what I'm saying? I'm holding my child. I like to do this every single day. You know what I'm saying? For
You
me,
didn't?
You know what the thing about kids is that there's a sweet
you
spot.
don't get a
Like
break. There is a sweet spot.
so
And
so
I was thinking about this to myself before. I don't want to cut you off,
no
Charles. I was
no
thinking
no
about this the other day when I was we were trying to link up for the last couple of days or whatever for our kids. And I was thinking about it. Like you were just like, oh, she's at Grandma Jones, at Grandma Jones. There comes a time where, your child can't be a Grandma Jones because you have to be that sole provider for that child. But once this child gets a little older, that child can be at Grandma's Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like there's going to be a period for
yeah
18-ish months
yeah
to 24 months where you really can't do that.
yeah
No,
So
say it's from a year and a half to 2 years.
my thing is,
basically.
why would you sign up to volunteer your life again to not have that time to yourself again? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you
You know
have this
what?
kid, why would you want to not be able to
Because here's the
give the
truth of the
kid to your
matter.
grandmother again?
Here's the truth of the matter. Not everybody actually has to do that 1.5 to 2 years. And even when you do have to do it like in the actual time frame, if you don't have to do it 100% of the time, it's something that is easier. So like that's the truth that like if you have to
I
do it
get that.
like
I get
if
that.
you have to do it like 50%, it's still kind of dickish. But if you gotta do this shit like 25% of the time, it actually isn't too bad. I
But
would
then you're,
argue.
but then you're
I would,
stressing the other person out. So now it's just like, what
well,
are your morals as a
but
human at
that's
that point?
but that's the thing. It's a larger
It's
conversation
very much so. Yeah, it's
about
a lot. It's a
parenthood,
lot.
about responsibilities. Like I remember being in Mexico with my wife. Um, when was that? A year ago? Yeah, probably like a year, well, like less than a year ago, but like coming up on a year, and we were talking about parenting, and she said something that I was like, hmm. She was like, no matter what, fathers can never do, and I was like,
Never will do
true.
what?
She was like, fathers can never do what mothers do, and I was just like, fair.
What is that though? What did she reference that as?
I think she was just talking about the whole idea of being a
Bearing the
parent,
child?
parenting. She was just like, there's certain things. Um, she was like, because she had this, and I was like, fair play. I was like, fair play.
I don't
And you
agree.
know why? And you know why I agree? Because inherently, mothers gave birth to children. So because of that, in the everyday dealing with them, it's a different type of feeling. Like they're even if they don't care as much as you do, like I'm talking about every individual parenting situation, it's
Pushed you
still
out.
it's still innately something that is a part
But
of them
it's
I
a
pushed you out.
because they are
it's a genetic connection.
yeah,
Like
that child
you
is
and your mother have a genetic
physically
connection.
part of them. Like it's
So
something that
like
it's
stop
something
that.
that I've come to realize with Charlie because now I realize it with my mother that certain things that even if I'm like, oh my god, what the hell? It's like she's I'm part of her in a weird sense that like I can't run from. Like me and her are very much so linked. We're very much so a part of each other in this weird sense because she fucking pushed me out of her out of her cooch. Like I guess that's the fact. Yeah, I mean I think it's a very interesting thing. Now this is the flip side of it. Parenting from an actual tactical do do this do that is a free man game. Is who does it best. Like there's nothing inherently women do better than men. It's just that they think that they should. So many a times we allow them. Now when you're not, I think that happens more when like you're together. But when you're not, you see the true differences because as a man, you get to kind of preside over your child in a way that there's no person or woman telling you this or that, and then you get to see how they do versus what you do. So I think like to me, seeing a lot of single fathers or fathers who like have like custody of their children made me realize that it's not an inherently male or female thing. It's just a who cares more. Like I
I
grew
think
up
it's
like one of my best friends growing up father was he had sole custody of him, and he took care of him just as much as any other single mom I knew took care of her son. Like there was no real fundamental difference in how he took care of his kid as I saw the moms took care of their kid.
I
So
think
like
but I think we're talking about parenting. Like fathering and mothering are two different things. But I stand for you because like there's a level of nurturing that men cannot give to children that women can.
I think in particular like babies, yes. I think
I
what
just mean period. Because it's just
uh, I think when you
like
get to a certain
I'm
point,
just saying.
it's about being human, and I think everybody is capable of that of these emotions. So I think everybody is capable.
I feel you, but men, if you have a boy, 9 times out of 10, like once they get to like a certain age, and it's probably before puberty, you just like, hey, bro, stop crying, get over that shit. And it's just like, my nigga, he still doesn't have the emotional intelligence to necessarily get over said shit.
Well, once again, as someone who currently is potty training a 2 year old who throws temper tantrums at
Also,
whims,
also a female,
stop that crying, get over it, is said to
for
girls
sure.
as much as I've
But
said.
then, yeah, I feel you. But this is individualing though. That's what I'm saying. This is parenting. But I'm just saying, like the overall thing, like
I get what you're
parenting.
saying.
Like I feel like it's just like, yeah, go ahead,
Father
Dad.
of boy and girl.
Yeah, I would like to interject here, Charles. I think you're on a good path here. As you said, as a father of a 2-year-old, you're seeing things that, me as a parent of a 6-year-old, I'm saying that, and sometimes I think I can be everything that I need to be for my children, but there are times where cats need their mom. So I think it needs to be like you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
both need to be there type thing.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a balancing. Listen,
For
Yeah.
I
sure.
think Mook hit it perfect. Fathering and mothering are two different spectrums, but parenting, the overall scope to me
Yeah, take
is
the
the
sex out of that. Like
yeah
take the man and women
the,
out as
the
parenting. Like
overall
that's
but
that's that's something
but the
totally different.
dynamic of what each person what the female brings, I think is very true. I don't think it's like something that needs to be something people need to run or hide from. But I definitely think at a baseline, parenting, like let's say screw like people aren't in a relationship. Let's say God forbid like people have widows or something of that nature. Like some reason the parent is for health reasons can't do whatever. When people have to take on a larger like role or both of the pies, you come to see that it can be done. Parenting as a overall subject matter, it can be done.